those wits. Mic check 1 2, y'all hitting the kicks. Comedians live bringing all they tricks. Show me your bits, we laugh till we split. Latest jokes and news, what we roast.
You haven't been up to much?
Not much.
I went to like a Thanksgiving thing, like a Friendsgiving.
Okay.
Some friends got some property from a dead relative, but on the property there is a one of their like nephews. He's a kid in a wheelchair. I don't know if he's dying. I don't know what's happening with him, but he got granted a Make-A-Wish.
Okay.
Wish.
So I think that usually means they're dying.
I guess so.
Okay.
And so they built him a tree house.
Okay.
But he's a kid in a wheelchair.
And he's dying.
And so I went and saw
the
Make-A-Wish tree house.
Yeah. Did they build an elevator for him, or
no? It has
like, you get to look up at it.
It has
like
an untreated plywood wheelchair ramp up to a tree house.
Is it still no girls allowed? Like, can you be that selective when you're crippled and dying?
I think so.
Can you still be like, yeah, but no bitches up here?
Yeah.
Right, come on, guys.
Definitely.
We're still dudes, all right? Doesn't matter if our dicks don't work, we're still dudes.
No cooties.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's like, I'm dying, but I don't want to get fucking shit.
I don't think he has bitches to bring up to the treehouse.
Oh, how old is he?
He's like a child.
Oh, damn. We should get him some bitches to bring up to the treehouse.
And then we were over at it. We smoked a joint. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
You and the kid?
No.
Wait a second.
Me and some friends. We smoked.
He definitely needs some bitches. If he's smoking weed in the treehouse.
We smoked a joint in a Make-A-Wish treehouse, and
you smoked it in the treehouse?
No, we couldn't get it. It was locked. It's like
Okay.
fully furnished and has like a living room and a TV and 2 bedrooms, and a kitchen and shit. It was pretty cool, honestly.
Okay. I'm glad nobody in my generation can afford to buy a house, but this fucking crippled ass dying kid can have a fully furnished. Fuck you, kid.
Fully furnished tree house.
I'm gonna go start squatting in his tree house. What do you think the laws are on that? What do you think? You can't just kick me out.
Oh,
if I
it's
just
fucked
start
up.
staying in there.
Georgia, it's not long. It's like 30 days.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm probably that shit. This isn't California.
But I didn't even know that. If you squat somewhere long enough, it becomes your legal residence.
That's right. Yep.
And so people will do that to someone's like beach house, and they're like, "We own this now."
Yeah.
That's the dumbest law I've ever
quite
heard.
Understand it. I guess it came about when there were a bunch of vacant, empty houses, and people needed to live somewhere. It's like, well, I mean,
In like 2008 or something.
probably. Yeah, I was thinking like the 1800s, but yeah, 2008 probably makes more sense.
The 1800s.
The housing
Bush
crisis.
housing crisis.
Exactly. That's what started it.
Ye ol' housing crisis.
Ye ol' stock crash.
Gas was pretty expensive back in the 1800s.
Yeah. I think it was like 12 cents a gallon.
Unless you had a Kroger Plus card.
Ooh, you got to get those Kroger points.
Yeah.
Those will add up, dude.
Or Costco.
Yeah.
Civil War Costco.
That's right. I do both. I use my mom's Kroger points card.
Really?
You know, when I got the first time I ever got arrested, that's the only reason I knew anybody's phone number was because of my mom's Kroger Plus card.
It had her phone number on it?
Well, I just like whenever I go to Kroger to buy stuff, like I don't have like an actual physical card. I just put in the phone number for the points. And so when I got locked up, I was like, "Fuck! I don't know anybody's phone number. Fuck!" But I was like, "Oh, my mom's Kroger Plus card."
I know.
And I called her, and yeah, she wasn't very happy about it.
About you using her fuel points?
No, about me being arrested
yeah.
for attempted murdering her boyfriend at the time.
Oh, that's what you did?
Yeah, there's a story there.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, it was aggravated assault with intent to kill. There's no
when they were arresting you,
attempted murder in Georgia.
Were you like, come on, guys, I'm not even aggravated?
I know, right? Dude, I'm chill, guys.
It was a casual assault.
You guys seem way more aggravated than I am right now. If anything, this is an aggravated arrest.
It's a very relaxed,
chill,
laid back, lackadaisical assault.
Yeah, no, my mom was dating this fucking meth addict guy. No, like for real. Like, it was bad. And I just got out of college and got in the Army. And so I was living with my mom. And I had a good job, and so I was like paying like a lot of the bills for them. And this dude wasn't working; like it was just some piece of shit, like leeching off of me and her. Had borrowed a bunch of money from us, and was stealing money from my mom. So one day I confronted him about it, about stealing from me and my mom, and he attacked me. And we had a little scuffle in the garage. And I got on top of him. He got on top of me.
Oh yeah.
Missionary style. And that meth, he just was not going to come. I was like, come on, man, come on. You're aggravating me right now. That's why I was aggravating. No, so we were in the garage, and I just grabbed like the heaviest thing I could find. And I didn't find out till afterwards when they were doing like the investigation and stuff. It was an impact wrench. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah.
Somebody had to explain to me what that is. And that's basically the NASCAR people. This is how manly I am. This is how I describe what an impact wrench is. You hook it up to like an air pressure or whatever. And it's like what the NASCAR people use to put on tires. I explain it to the viewers that are retarded like me and aren't men. Like me, I know you're a man. You got a beard. You got a nice sensual or sensible sweater on. Mm-hmm. You are a man. But anyway, so that's what I hit him in the back of the head a few times with that until he blacked out and got off of me. And then I went upstairs and I got my mom like to safety. And I'm the one that called the police. I called 911 and I'm on the phone with the operator and I told him, I was like, yeah. So at one point he gets up and says he's going to go get his gun. And I didn't have any guns at the time. He had guns. And it's like, fuck. So I got my mom like out of the house, whatever. And I called the police. And I'm on the phone with the operator, and all the fucking Cobb County police show up. Like, they shut down our neighborhood. They set up, like, snipers in the fucking people's yards in, like, houses. Because I told them the guy had a gun, and, like, it was a domestic issue, whatever. So they came in, ready to fucking go. Anyways, so they show up, and, I hear them outside. So I walk outside, and I'm still on the phone. And I'm on, like, a cordless house phone. And they're like, the police outside are like, put down whatever the fuck is in your hand. Put down what's in your hand. And the operator, the 911 operator, I guess hears it. And she's like, sweetie, just stay on the phone. Just stay on the phone. I'm like, no, they're telling me to put it down. She's like, just stay on the phone with me. You're going to be okay. And I remember being like, yeah, they have guns. And I put the phone down. She's like, I'm not going to listen to this dumb bitch on fucking 911 operator. When there's guys pointing guns at me telling me to put it down. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to put it down. And so they got me. And I thought they were just like handcuffing me and like just, okay, we got to, get everybody under control. We're going to figure out the situation. I did not think I was getting arrested. And so they put me in the back of the cop car and they start driving me. And I'm still like, okay, but they're just taking me for questioning. I don't know what's going on. And the cop was like, hey man, like dude's in critical condition. Like he's in an ambulance going to the emergency room. Like he might not make it. You fucked him up pretty bad. So I do have to book you for assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, whatever the, basically attempted murder charge. And I'm sitting there like, what? Like, what? And he even said, he's like, but I will put in the report that, you're the one that called the police. You were, protecting your mom. That's what you say was going on, and we got you out perfectly fine. It took them a while to get him out of the house because he was in his room, like flushing shit down the toilet or whatever.
Oh. The murder weapon?
No, I think it's meth. No. I think he was flushing the meth down the toilet. So anyway, I went to Cobb County Jail, and I was in like the orange jumpsuits. There's blue jumpsuit. It's for like people like with misdemeanors or like non-violent felonies. Most people wear blue jumpsuits. I was in the orange jumpsuit, which is violent felons. And so I was housed with violent felons, like chains everywhere we went. They had to chain up our wrists and ankles to each other.
For how long?
I was there for almost 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Fucking wild. With like murderers, rapists. I was there with like the hard, like the most dangerous people in Cobb County.
All the cool guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You were there with all the alpha males.
Yeah. I was like the only white guy too. Like, what's up, fellas? Brothers. And they didn't. So anyway, so I finally was able to get my brother to bail me out. Because obviously my bail was so high, I couldn't afford it. And so my brother, got the money together and got me out.
How much was it?
I think it was like $4,000.
Oh.
It was like the 10%. You have to give the bail bondsman whatever. So did
that like go to trial and shit?
No. So anyways, so then like a month after I got out of jail, I literally just get a letter in the mail. You get a letter in the mail saying, hey, we reviewed your case. The assistant district attorney in charge of your case reviewed everything. We found there's not enough evidence to charge you with anything. You were acting in self-defense, blah, whatever. I don't think it said that. I just said it said not enough evidence to bring it to trial. So all charges are dropped. So I just got a letter one day and I was like, oh, cool. I was facing like 20 to 30 years in prison. And just, one day I'm like, oh, okay.
Shit.
And I knew, like, I'm a good white kid. I was in the military. I just got out of college. So I kind of like still was in my head. I was like, okay, I'm going to be fine. Like, the justice is going to work out the way it's supposed to for us white people. It's going to be fine. And it was, but it's still scary that, you never know, what little thing goes wrong, I would have been locked up
Yeah,
for a long
holy
time.
shit.
Yeah, and so and he was on probation at the time, so he got a probation violation, and he ended up having to spend like 2 or 3 years in jail. So I mean, at the end of the day, I got my mom away, got him away from my mom, like, you know, got her to kind of, and it took her a while. She was upset at first with me, you know, because she loved him, whatever, you know, she was in love with him and stuff. And so it was a tough time for me and my mom, but she finally did, you know, come to the conclusion or come to the realization, like, okay, like, you know, he wasn't good for me.
He has some negatives.
Yeah, a few negative things, like
Assaulting
trying to kill her
my
son,
children in the garage. Trying to kill my son.
Yeah, that'll, you know, that's a red flag, I think.
I think so.
I don't know.
What were some of his green flags?
He would make out with her and slap her ass.
Okay, that's it.
And I swear, and like, that's weird to say, but like, I knew my mom, like, when she was with my dad and when she was with my stepdad, you know, she was with each of them for, you know, several years, and they just weren't very loving to her. Like, I knew she never had, like, love and affection, and she always just had husbands for security or for, you know, taking care of her and her kids. She had 4 kids.
But
so, I mean, God bless my stepdad for taking us all in and, you know, taking care of us all. And he was a dick, but not, like, he didn't put his hands on her, didn't put his hands on us. Like, he was just kind of an asshole, but, you know, I always understood, like, all right, it's, you know, she kind of needs. So when she finally, you know, got divorced and stuff and started dating again, we started dating this guy, like, it was kind of nice. Like, you know, I was able to be like, all right, my mom, you know, it's cool to see her making out with a guy. He'll, like, slap her ass when he walks by. Like, it's weird, you know, like, I didn't love seeing it, but I also understood, I was like, you know, I'm like, good for my mom, you know. She was like, it was like a high school crush for her. She was, like, really giddy about it.
Oh.
So, you know.
About this violent...
I'm sure the sex was great.
Hit? Yeah,
Yeah, like,
probably.
you know, yeah.
You think he ever used that impact wrench in the bedroom?
Maybe. Nah, she had a back massager for that. But,
yeah.
but anyway, I remember one time we went on a vacation down to Florida, and he didn't come with us. And we came back. We were only gone for like 3 or 4 days. And we come back, and he has like torn up the carpet, the corners of the carpet in almost every single room. And he was telling us that there were cameras and there were bugs in the house.
Oh, God.
Listening to, I mean, that's how fucking methed out this dude was.
Yeah.
It was, and I mean, like, so there was so many times I had like go to my mom and be like, Mom, like, he's on meth. Like, you know, how are you not seeing what's going on? And she was just kind of blind to it or whatever.
Oh, she didn't even know he was on
I
meth?
mean, she knew. I mean, I'm sure she'd admit it today that she knew, but she just denied it back then. Didn't really want to, you know, face it.
He wasn't like doing it in front of her.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I hope not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a perfect meth activity.
Yeah.
Just digging up the carpet to find
Looking
cameras.
for cameras.
Yeah.
But I just remember, like, as soon as we walked in the door, coming back from vacation, he's like, "You gotta come see this. You gotta come see it. And this is the thing, right? And I'm telling you, there's something there." I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, ready to get this dude out of our house?" Yeah, crazy shit.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep yawning.
Fucking hurt my dog one time. My puppy. I had a little puppy. Yeah.
This dog?
No, my other one, the one that just passed away a couple months ago, Tabitha. She was a puppy at the time, and I used to keep her in the laundry room. And one day I come home and he's like, "Oh, Tabitha, something happened. She fell and her legs hurt. She like fractured her leg." He claims that she got into the AC chute, which, I mean, the AC panel thing was like screwed on, you know, like the AC, the registers or whatever. It was screwed on, and my puppy doesn't know how to unscrew Phillips head screws. She doesn't know how to use an impact wrench. Let's just say this. So I come home and he's like, "Yeah, somehow she just fell through down into the garage," and that's how she broke her leg.
What the fuck?
Which,
what?
No, she was just barking while I was gone, and he didn't like her barking and hurt her. So yeah, so I have no remorse for almost killing him.
You're one of the few people that can say something like that.
No, I mean, it's a crazy, cool story. And luckily, like I said, I had just gotten out of the army, just gotten out of military college and stuff. So, like, of all the times in my life, I was pretty prepared to go to jail, go to prison. I was like, you know, like, but it was wild being in there, man. Like, I used to go to Bible study every night, like a prayer group with them, literally for the sole purpose that I thought they wouldn't rape me
In the Bible
if we
study?
prayed together. Like, I was like, surely if we pray together, they're not gonna. And there was, I mean, I don't think there was any raping. I wasn't there long enough to find out, I guess. It wasn't, I never had any close. I mean, there were like gay dudes that would flirt, but, you know, it wasn't anything. But yeah, I just remember being in at the prayer group at the start of it, we would go around the circle and everybody would just say what their crime was. And like whether they were guilty or not. It was kind of like just a way of like, every night, every time. Be like, you know, I'm in here for raping 3 women and whatever, you know, whatever, like crazy shit, you know. And of course they would all deny it. But it was just so like going around the circle and just hearing like yeah, I killed a guy. Yeah, I killed 2 guys. Yeah, I fucking raped. I was like, God damn. And so I told them my story, obviously about with my mom's boyfriend and stuff. And so they, took me in and, like really respected that, I guess, about me. And so it's cool. One of the best stories, though, was after the 2 weeks when I was released, when my brother posted my bail, the guards came and, they were like, Tamburino, you're out of here, whatever they said to say that I had posted bail and I was getting out of there. And everybody, like all those guys were so nice to me the entire time. And I remember as I was leaving, that was the only time that they were mean to me. But it was like the nicest, sweetest, and it made me like tear up because they were like, Tamburino, if we ever see you back here again, we will fucking rape you next time. Like, no, but in like the sweetest. And the guard was even like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, no, they're being nice. They know I shouldn't be here, and they're just trying to make sure I don't. They're giving me tough love. That's what, like, I swear to God, it was like they're like, Tamburino, if we see you back here, we'll fuck you up, dude. Like, and I'm like, thanks, guys. I hope I don't see you again. Good luck with your double murder trial.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that's so funny. Have you ever done that on stage?
Nah, I've never talked about it at all, really.
That
It's one of the only times I've ever talked about it.
That end bit is so funny.
I know, it is great. But it would take like a whole setup to describe that.
But still like being like crying while they're threatening to rape you.
Yeah.
Is so funny.
We'll fucking rape you next. I'm like,
tears of joy.
Thanks, Joe. I hope I don't see you again.
It's like I don't know if I should bring that up. Have you ever seen American History X?
Yeah.
You remember
I don't
when
remember much about it though.
Oh, I don't know.
I just remember the curb stomping, the song they sang, and then, but
he like befriends that one guy.
Yeah.
And they like get out and everything. And he's like got a new perspective.
Yeah.
And everything. It's just like imagining.
It was a great movie. I need to watch it again.
But just imagining like leaving and being like, I hope I never see you again. If I do, I'm gonna rape the shit out of you.
It was beautiful. Yeah, so comedians, a lot of people knew about it like 3 or 4 years ago. It came out. Some random lady online was trying to get me canceled about it, and like I guess it dug up the police report and like my mugshot. I don't know. It was a fake account. I never understood. It could have been the fucking dude. It could have been my mom's ex-boyfriend or somebody that knew him. I think that's what it was somebody that either him or somebody that knew him and like was taking his side in the matter. So created some fake account, some like lady's name. I was going on all every post I ever made, every picture I put on Facebook, she would post a link to like the news article or like the arrest report, whatever, of me getting arrested for. And so I just came out and like owned it because it's such a fucking cool story that like I completely turned it around on this dumb bitch. So I made like a public post about it, like, hey guys, so like, somebody's been trying to come after me for something that happened in my past. Like, here's the story. My mom even commented on it, like, this is all true. He protected me and whatever. So yeah, people were like, hell yeah, Matt, you're a badass. And of course, this lady just never posted that again. Because I'm like, yeah, thanks, lady. You just gave me a reason to tell everybody about this badass story I did.
I mean, if it wasn't the ex-boyfriend and it was just a totally random person, like, what is she canceling? Like, no offense, but
what the hell, dude? You know what? I do spots at I do the open mic at the Laughing Skull every 3 months.
Why didn't they save that till you blow up one day?
I'm sure they'll try to do it again. I don't know.
They wasted it already.
Yeah, they must have seen I was featuring at the fucking Strand Theater, and they were like, "There's no way we're gonna let this happen."
Yeah, this aggravated assaultist.
Yep. I'm chill, guys. Yeah, that's mine. Have you ever been arrested? And I've been arrested for like weed and DUI.
No, I've never been arrested, but I came really close, and it was because I like desecrated a nature preserve.
I thought you were gonna say like a tombstone, like a grave, or what the fuck? Dude?
No, I don't know.
I dug up a body. I wanted the jewelry off the guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so you desecrated what? Did you? No, what did you desecrate?
A nature preserve.
What did you fuck up the Atlanta Botanical Gardens?
No, behind my house there was like a nature preserve.
Okay.
And we had like a clubhouse that my dad had built, or like a fort.
Okay.
And it was like a 2-story like fort thing attached to the deck.
Was it wheelchair accessible?
No.
Ah, damn it.
It had a ladder.
You call the ADA.
And so my mom asked me to tear it down for some reason. and to just get rid of the stuff. And I didn't really know what to do with it, so I tore it down and I just threw it all over the fence in the backyard. And our neighbors behind us were trying to sell the house, so they called, and they had seen that I'd thrown this wood back there, and so they called the police on me, and the police came to our door, and they were like, "You have 5 days to clean that up, and if you don't, we're arresting you for some kind of
Sounds like it would just be
destruction of a nature habitat or something."
okay. Sounds like it would just be vandalism. I don't know. Okay. So, but you cleaned it up and didn't
Yeah,
get
but I was
arrested?
like,
how old were you?
I don't know, like 17 or 18 or something. But I was like, it's all wood. I threw it into the woods. I don't know. I'm just sending it back to where it came from.
Hey, there's a tree right there. That could be its son or something.
And they were
back
like
to his family.
They were like, it's too much of an eyesore. So like,
It's like releasing an animal into the
Yeah.
water. Like, go, just go. No, you go the fuck out of here. Don't look back. I don't want you anymore.
Yeah.
Stupid wood. You stupid wood. I don't even care anymore.
go back to your family.
Go back to your family. Look, there's a tree right there. That's probably your family.
That's exactly. That was my explanation.
Yeah, right.
No, my explanation
From
was
the
it's
earth
fucking,
back to the earth. It's fucking wood.
I was like, it's fucking wood. I put it back in the woods. But they were like, yeah, it's an eyesore, and no one wants to buy our house because the nature preserve is full of wood. I don't know.
I mean, fair enough. If they're trying to sell their house, and wants to buy a house with a bunch of wood scrap in the back.
Yeah, that reminded me. Someone the other day, someone was talking about necrophilia,
Okay.
and somehow it came
Thought
up.
it sounded like a good idea, or
No,
wait, what?
but they were like, I mean, they're not like bad people.
No.
We were like, what? I think digging
And
up
they're
a
just resourceful.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't know. I think digging up a corpse and fucking it is a pretty.
What's the Pirates of the Caribbean? The dead men tell no tales.
Yeah,
There you go.
You're right.
That's my rape defense.
yeah. They were dead when I found them.
Dead men tell no tales of what I did to his plundering his booty.
After plundering his dead man's chest.
Ah. Yes.
After I pulled apart his black pearl.
Oh my God. What was the squid guy's name?
Davy Jones.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, enough of that. Anyways, what's going on in the news recently, man? We got any shit? I think our podcast is going to be a couple weeks delayed, but we'll talk about what's going
can
on
put this
now.
one
And
out
people will be like,
first.
oh, I remember when that happened. Did you watch the new Jaguar ad?
No.
Jaguar.
No,
See, I
what's
did nothing
that?
about it.
No.
I sent you. We should pause and watch. All right, let's watch it real quick.
Yeah.
All right. It's very short. So Jaguar is doing a complete rebranding. So they got rid of the Jaguar, like the pouncing cat logo.
What?
They just made it like some gay print where it just like says Jaguar. And they made a new ad to try to sell some cars.
Okay. Let's take a gander at this. All right.
Okay, create exuberant.
Hold on. Can I react to it? Can you start it over? Can I react to it into the camera?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. No. You put it down so they can see my face reacting to it. Okay.
Live vivid. Delete ordinary.
Okay.
Break mold. I've never seen mold spelt like that. I think it's the European way, I guess. Yes, Vogue. Yes. Jaguar. All right.
So there's not even a single car. in
That's
the
so
entire-
hilarious that you noticed that. Yeah. See, I didn't notice it the first time I but that's like the first thing that most people have noticed and pointed out. Like, where the fuck is the car? What the fuck are you selling? So they posted that on Twitter or X or whatever, and Elon Musk commented on it like, what are you selling? That's what he said. And the dude owns a car company. He owns Tesla, and I love how he just commented on it like, what the fuck are you guys even selling? What was that? That was such a weird, like, 2009 iPod commercial. Remember the iPod commercial when, like, the people dancing, and it was just, like, very bright colors, and just, like, the headphones that you'd see. Do you remember those commercials?
The what commercials?
The old Apple, like the iPod commercials.
Yeah.
Dancing, and it was like bright colors and
Yeah.
it just seemed, I don't know. Yeah, it just seemed.
I'm just confused by that.
Yeah, I mean, like it would have made sense a couple of years ago, but it seems
Do
like
you-
a
do you-
weird. So, but there also could be some people are saying that it's maybe just a publicity thing.
It has to be.
Like, I mean, it's all everywhere now. When's the last time anybody talked about Jaguar?
My grandma drives 2 Jaguars.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
She's a fucking boss. Dude. Hell yeah. Is she gay like that? Has she seen this shit? Wait till
No,
she sees
she might sell them after watching that.
Oh, I didn't know grandma was gay. Damn. But yeah, that was
It's
pretty
definitely
crazy.
that has to be a publicity thing because that was just nonsense. There was nothing happening. I mean,
Yeah, it was just a weird, like no car shown. And so I looked a little bit more into it, and a lot of people haven't looked more into it. And so what it seems to me, so it's either a publicity stunt or just trying to get people to talk about them, just like Bud Light did back in the day, their whole shit. So a lot of people are comparing it to that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Jaguar, so they came out and they said they're trying to pivot the brand to a different price point, to a different audience. And they're saying that supposedly next year they're coming out with a all-electric vehicle that I think is going to be on the less expensive side. So they're just trying to go super gay. So they're saying the electric vehicles are gay. And so like you got to get ready. Like, you want to see gay? We'll show you gay.
is that what's happening?
I don't know. That's what I'm like. That's the only thing I can imagine is that they're like leaning into the electric, saving the earth, and we're.
Is that what they think sensible people look like?
I mean, they better fucking drop the price of that Jag. So maybe that's what they're saying. Are they saying like these fucking queer people can't afford Jaguars as it is? It's a weird because I mean, like, yeah, because the normal people that I think that drive Jaguars are like old, crusty white people.
Yeah.
Like your grandma, right?
Yeah.
It's not people that would. So I guess they're just trying to shift completely.
Well, they have like nice Jaguars though, like really expensive ones. But yeah, it is one of those cars where like an old person is like, I wanted one of those 30 years ago, so I'll buy a 30-year-old. And it's like they just kind of look like a regular.
So maybe they're just trying to find a whole new audience now.
But what's the audience?
Liberals. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because haven't we realized, like I said, if it was like 2 or 3 years ago they came out with this, it'd be like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, it's such a parody of itself without being a parody. It's like, I don't know. Like, if that was an SNL sketch, we would completely get it. It'd be like, oh, haha, yeah, look at these companies going too woke to where it makes it weird.
I'm going to play it again.
All right.
Create exuberant.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
Who? The person driving a car? I mean,
how do you create exuberance?
It's a mode of transportation out of necessity. I mean, you need one most of the time. But are they creating exuberant by creating a car, or
I don't know.
Maybe this is the build-up, and the car is just gonna look fucking.
That's what people.
wild.
It's gonna be the gayest, like weirdest.
It's gonna be the straight,
and we're all just gonna be like, okay, that makes sense.
And everyone that's gonna come out, and people are gonna go, "Oh, that I still can't afford that."
Right? Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're having like the Toyota-thon.
Oh, is that going on right now?
Yeah,
is it Toyota-thon?
Toyota-thon is happening.
Man, I didn't even realize.
Buckle up, folks.
Happy Toyota-thon. Happy Toyota-thon, people.
Happy
Toyota-thon to
Toyota-thon.
you guys. Yeah, damn. Okay. I didn't get you anything yet. Fuck. I didn't realize it was Toyota-thon already. It's every year. It comes up so quickly.
Live vivid. Okay, so maybe the car is going to be... It's going to be exuberant, which... Let's
I mean, if there's not a dildo coming out of the driver's seat at every stoplight, I don't know what the fuck this commercial is going for.
Those South Park cars where they're having to like blow it and like ride the thing to power it.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's what they're going for.
Exuberant, filled with or characterized by a lively energy and excitement. Okay, that's what I thought it meant.
Yeah.
And so, so how do you describe a car like that? So, delete ordinary.
Delete ordinary. Okay, you mean like every normal car commercial that has cars in it. Break molds.
Break molds.
But molds
okay.
with a U. So it's got to be the European, like the British. I think Jaguar is British. I think it's.
I think it's
England.
molds, as in like the mold of the car. So it's like they're coming.
Well, wouldn't that still be MOLD? Why is it MOULD? It's probably like the British color. You know, they spell color with OUR, or there's certain other ones.
Mold, noun, a hollow container used to give shape to molten or hot liquid material.
So maybe mold has always been with a U. But look up like mold. With,
No, it's MOLD, but then it's also, I think it's either or.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's just the dumb British. Again, just having to make everything gayer with a U.
Copy nothing. Okay, so everyone's like, there's no car. What if that rock right there?
That's the
what
car.
If
that's what it is.
What if
yeah.
that's what it looks like?
That would be dope. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it looks like Mars that they're trying to show. And then they also, so they changed so if you notice with the logo now, it's the only capital letters are the J, the G, and the U. The A and the A and the R are lowercase. So people are trying to figure that out too. They say it creates exuberant.
Well,
no, I think,
J,
but I think what they're trying
J
to do
is lowercase.
I think they're trying to get people. Yeah, they're trying to get people to do the more British version of. You know, here in America we call it Jaguar, but over there they do call it Jaguar.
No.
So I think they're trying to say Jaguar.
Here in America, we say Jaguar. Jaguar.
Here in America, we're going to call it Jaguar.
Dude, if people don't start calling it Jaguar. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of people are comparing it to the Bud Light controversy or that whole shit a couple of years ago where they had the transgender lady come out and talk about her one can of Bud Light that they sent her. It was the wildest, stupidest, like overreaction by fucking conservatives. I thought it was the dumbest shit ever. They sent a bunch of people one can of Bud Light with their face on it, and it just so happened it was for this broad who was celebrating a year of being a woman, which is a weird thing to. Anyways, so they sent her a can of Bud Light, and so people lost their fucking minds. Kid Rock had a fucking.
He was gunning down the buds.
I think it's so hilarious. I did a dumb joke back then, how like that all these transgender people want to identify, you know, with however they want to identify, but then they're going to come down on Kid Rock when he literally identifies as a child. It's Kid Rock. Of course he's going to have a fucking temper tantrum. He's a kid. That's how he identifies. It was a dumb. But yeah, it was fun. But yeah, so then I posted on Facebook today. It was Anthony Cumia made the joke, and I don't support Anthony Cumia. I don't want people to think that's what that was, but he made a funny joke.
Who is that?
He used to host Opie and Anthony on the radio.
Oh,
and he got in trouble for some racist stuff. Like,
oh, did he?
Yeah, it was pretty bad stuff, and he's kind of leaned into it a little bit too much in a cringy way.
What did he do?
The main thing, I mean, he got in trouble for a lot of stuff. That Opie and Anthony, I mean, they were like the shock jock, you know, radio guys.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the Howard Stern era, you know, just doing crazy shit. But I guess one of the biggest one, and I might describe it wrong, but he was taking pictures of a black lady in New York City and making comments about her looking like an animal or a monkey or this is like the Central Park Zoo or something. And but the funniest part of it though was that he tried to come out and say that he wasn't taking a picture of her; he was taking a picture of scaffolding. New York. You're like, what the fuck?
And
Come
saying
on.
it was like an animal? Like, what?
Yeah, that makes no sense. Like, why are you taking a picture of scaffolding?
What a weird direction to go.
Yeah, so he got fired for that and a bunch of other shit. So, but yeah, he's trying to lean a little bit too much into like the right wing grift and like, you know, it's cringy. I hate that shit. So cringy. But anyway, so he posted a picture of a Jaguar like print ad with Shane Gillis in it, and it said Jaguar ad circa 2026 or whatever. You know, like they're gonna do the same thing. Bud Light, you know, Bud Light did all like they try to be like super woke and do all that shit, and like they blew up in their face, and so they went in the complete opposite direction and started sponsoring the UFC, and then made Shane Gillis their spokesperson. Have you seen any of the Shane Gillis Bud Light commercials?
Yeah, I've seen. I've seen all of them. Yeah, did you see the new one?
Where it's like a cologne commercial.
Yeah, he's in a commercial.
Yeah. They're great. They're fun.
Yeah,
you know.
they're just silly.
Yeah. I like. That's what I like about them. They're not, you know, like.
I feel like though commercials have gotten so silly that they all just kind of blend together at this point. Like,
I mean, but who watches commercials anymore anyway? So I think that's another thing that Jaguar had to do. Like, nobody would have
watch a
even
lot of
known what a Jaguar
commercials.
commercial was. That's why you just watch commercials all day.
not all day, but like bedtime, I put on like YouTube or Pluto TV, and there's a lot of ads.
Oh, you don't pay for YouTube Premium? Dude.
No, I'd rather just watch
you
an
struggling? You need help?
No,
I
I'd
don't
rather
know.
just watch an ad for 20
We can
seconds. and save
monetize this
$10.
podcast. We can probably start a Patreon.
We
Maybe
have,
help
we
you
have
pay for
one episode out.
I think we hit 100 views, so I don't know when we're
Really?
gonna get our YouTube plaque.
Or
And
platinum.
I wanted to make a joke about when do we get a plaque for 100 views on our video?
The number 7 million podcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah, dude.
You had other news, right?
What else? Jay Leno took a fall.
Did he?
I had heard people talk about it, and I just looked the video up when I was at work today. Yeah, I got to show you this video. He took there's no video of him falling, I don't think, but there's a video of this reporter or this TMZ person interviewing him afterwards, and he's fucked up, dude.
Oh, Jay Leno is?
Yeah, like his face, I guess. And so he said he fell, but there's
would've-
some other speculation going on.
I would have imagined that he would have just, his giant chin, he would have just bounced back.
That was one person's joke. They were like,
Oh my
wait,
God.
wait, Jay Leno fell on the concrete? Is the concrete okay after his chin hit it?
I'm right here. I'm talking to you.
But look,
Oh
he'll
my
take, but look,
God.
look at when he takes off the eye patch.
Well, I was staying at hotels on a hill.
All right, so he's going to tell the story. I don't think I've heard the story.
I said, what's a good place to eat?
Oh, yeah, he fell down a hill.
So I went out, and the restaurant was there, but to get to it, I didn't have a car. So you had to go walk about 1.5 miles around. I said, well, the hill doesn't look that steep. It's about 60, 70 feet. Let me see if I can go down the hill. And then I fell down and boom, boom. So you rolled down the hill? I rolled down the hill. Hit my head on a rock, knocked me in the eye. There you go.
Oh my God.
Well, I did the show, and then when I came back to LA,
So Jay Leno, who owns like 300 cars, says he didn't have a car to get to dinner with and had to walk 1.5 miles down a hill. This shit's not adding up. So there's been some speculation because this is like the second or third time Jay Leno's had like a pretty serious like facial injury, like had like some really bad bruising and stuff.
Yeah.
People think he might be going to like gay sex parties. And things are getting a little bit rough at these gay sex parties.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The other time he burned his face
Uh-huh.
working on a car, apparently,
That's
which
what
I
he
don't know. I
says.
don't know how that
That's what
happens.
but or it was a weird, freaky gay party. Maybe it was a freak off.
Why are people saying
there
that?
was because it's funny.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I mean, no, but I guess that's well. I mean, I'd have to look it up. But I think there was another celebrity years and years ago that kind of it did come out that like he had a couple, and it was just from some crazy gay sex escapade. And that's why he had a black eye from just like crazy rough gay sex. They're saying that's what Jay Leno. I just love I can't do impressions, but I'd love to just like yeah. So he's gonna suck my dick, and then you're gonna fucking. I don't know.
You sound
I
like
should've- I
Elmo.
should've
It's
planned
more,
it.
it's
I
more
know.
like yeah.
Yeah, it is much better. I can't hit the right.
I was
word.
gonna get this. I didn't have a car. She's fucking my butt. And he's filling my butt with penis, and I don't know. I just
Push
fell
my
down.
face. Push my face in the.
I fell down, and my eye landed on his penis, and
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. We both suck
I
at
barely-
Jay Leno
barely-
impressions.
I am my big.
But yeah,
penis.
so we hope Jay Leno does better, and we hope these gay orgies get
Thoughts and
a little
prayers after
safer.
Jay Leno.
Yes, thoughts and prayers. The GOAT, Jay Leno. All right, what else did I think of today? Oh, the Wicked dolls. Have you seen that story?
No.
So you know that the new movie Wicked, the one about the
Yeah.
whatever, I don't know what, I guess it's the Wizard of Oz witches, right? Isn't
yeah,
it? It's
something.
based
I'm
on
not-
that. Yeah, so
I'm
it's
not
based on like the
familiar
witches
with
from
it.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The good witch and the bad witch or whatever. Why does the bad witch have to be black? That's I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, I love it.
Well, she's green.
Oh, true. Okay, I know. I thought she was the She-Hulk. But anyways, they made Wicked Barbie dolls, or like Barbie-esque, like dolls for young children, for young girls or boys or thems. And on the back of the packaging, they had a website that you can go to learn more about the movie. And the website they had on the back of the packaging was wicked.com. And if you know anything about pornography in the early 2000s, it's still wicked.com is still a very wild
Is it-
sex
is it
website.
really?
Yeah.
Let's look
it up.
for me.
all right,
Oh
yeah.
my god! Why did?
So yeah, I had forgotten about it, but yeah, like back in the day, I mean, I don't know how big it is now, but yeah, I remember Wicked back in the day was always like the crazy, like stepping on women's faces.
but
and, you're gonna have to edit that. Well, there's no nudity. Kenzie loves girls too. All right. So anyway, so yeah, it's on
porn
the back.
website.
Yeah. Which is fucking, but it's also wild that like they didn't.
But is there a website for the Wicked movie?
Wickedmovie.com.
But they just put wicked.com.
Yeah, the back to packaging. 'Cause that makes sense. Like what I mean, like you had a big giant $1 billion. They put like a $500 million into marketing this Wicked movie, and part of that marketing couldn't have been like maybe. I guess you can't
Adding
Wicked.
the word movie to the.
I mean, no. Like you just. I mean, like I don't know if you can even come out with a movie. No, you had to change the name of the movie. Not the website, because children.
Do they not have wickedmovie.com?
But people are still going to go to wicked.com. Like if I'm thinking like, it's a movie website, like if I'm thinking, let me go to dumbanddumber.com. Like if I want to go to a movie's website, usually they have the domain.
Hold on. Who the fuck goes to a movie's website in the first place? You look it up on like
Yeah, you Google
IMDb
it.
or something.
Hey,
you
Google
it.
Wicked, and then that takes you to
Yeah,
wicked.com.
and then it takes you to the porn.
Well, you turn the safe search off, and then it takes you.
Well, first,
But yes, they did a big recall.
Well, actually, what you do first is you search for like stepsister,
yeah,
stuck, whatever, and then you scroll down to one of the links that takes you to wicked.com. That's
Hell yeah. Wicked awesome. But yeah, so they had to recall a bunch of dolls and stuff.
because it had porn website on it.
I just love it. Like you said, kids aren't going to websites. I don't know if there was even a single kid that looked on there like, oh, we'll go to wicked.com. But that's so fucking hilarious that if that really did happen, just the idea of some little boy, let's not say girl, because for some reason it just makes it way worse. But
Why is no boys are going to watch Wicked?
That's true. So yeah, that makes it worse that some little girl is going to wicked.com. Now she's just going to be a whore.
What if
the rest of her life.
What if this just
girls that
causes-
watch porn?
What if this just causes like
Sluts.
a whole new generation of like freaks?
We're already going to have a generation of freaks. Just kids are already too like porn and fucking stimulated by TikToks and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, oh yeah, because this generation. Do you remember like the Spider-Man Elsa shit?
Yeah.
And at a certain
the Elsa
point,
Gate.
yeah, because at a certain point they weren't YouTube Kids wasn't
Yeah.
vetting that stuff, and so it started becoming pornographic. Where like Spider-Man's like assaulting Elsa and like feeling her tits and.
Yeah, they're still making stuff like that. I think they're just finding ways to get around the.
But why?
protection.
For who?
Just to get the views. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird to think about something
Why
just
not just make
making
it? Why not make it? Because a kid's watching it, so why not make it kid appropriate to begin with and get the views? Do the kids like if you're
the
a
kids want
child?
to see. Yeah, when you were a kid, you wanted to see shit you're not supposed to see.
Not at that age. Oh, who
At
what,
7, 8, yeah.
What 7, 8 is watching Spider-Man assault Elsa?
Yes.
Why? I did not know about stuff like that when I was that age.
But if you did,
Oh,
but if it was there, you would have been like, oh, let me take
I-
a look at this. Let me.
Can I tell a quick story that reminded me of?
Yeah.
I don't know why I was asked for permission.
Perry?
When I was in like middle school, this kid, his family like moved to a different town, and he had lost his PSP.
Okay.
And someone found it and put it in the lost and found.
Okay.
So some of my friends convinced me to steal it because they all already had one, and I didn't have a PSP. So I stole it, and I felt horrible. I felt really guilty, but I still wanted to keep it because it had Battlefront 3 on it, and it was only on PSP.
Damn.
Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Okay.
And so I was like immediately thinking of like, I was so nervous about lying to my parents, and I was so bad at lying. And I was like, how can I make this to where I don't feel as guilty because I feel like I stole it, even though the kid moved away and it was in lost and found. So when I got off the bus, I started taking the PSP and just scraping it across the pavement. And so I developed an even dumber lie, and I said that I saw someone throw it out of their car. Like divine intervention. They threw it out of the car and it scraped perfectly across the sidewalk and landed right in front of me. And so I was like asking my friends at school. I was like, "What can you do on it?" So I can tell my parents. So because I was like, I'm a kid, I can't buy games. I need to convince them to buy me the games.
Oh, okay.
And I had not watched porn.
Okay.
And
At all?
No,
Ever?
No.
How old were you, you said?
Like middle school,
Okay. All right.
like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think we talked about my story of watching porn for the first time
Yeah.
and learning how to jerk off. Yeah. I think I was 8 or 9.
But
I think it
so
was- yeah.
But so one of my friends, I was like, is there anything bad on it? And he was like, I mean, like, no, I'm porn. There's porn. You can watch porn on it.
Whatever, you know.
And I didn't want to feel left out, so I was like, oh, cool, yeah, dude, I love porn.
Hell yeah, dude.
Love me some porn.
You can't get enough.
And so I took it home to my mom, and I told her the story, and she actually believed me. But then she was like, okay, yeah, great. Well, what can you do on it? And I'm like, yeah, it's video games, movies.
Porn.
Also, great porn collection. A lot of porn. No, I mean, I just said porn. I'm trying to make a joke. But
Why would you even say porn? Why would you even say that?
I don't know because I didn't know what porn was.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, it's got like video games, movies, a lot of porn. It's great, known for its
Whatever
excellent
porn
pornography.
is, my friend says you can do that. It's got wireless connectivity. You can play with your friends. There's
Yeah.
hardcore porn on it. It's got Battlefront. Battlefront, Mom.
Yeah, Battlefront, lesbian porn.
Wicked.com is on it.
X Hamster.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so I didn't get to keep that thing.
What was your
'cause
go-to porn website growing up? Was it X Hamster? That seems like the
No,
first one you
I
brought
did
up.
not. I'm not. I was not a.
A man?
Huh?
You were not a man? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Yeah.
I was never. I wasn't very sexual as a child.
Really?
No.
Oh my god, I fucked everything. I fucked my couch.
Really?
Yeah. I did a lot of shit that I won't say on camera.
Okay.
Well, I had a lot of...
You talked about beating a man half to death and going to prison, but you're not going to talk about your childhood masturbation
I had a lot of hot stepmoms and stepsisters growing up.
that you
Would
fucked.
leave stuff around the house. No.
Would leave stuff around the house,
You know,
like their unconscious naked body.
dirty clothes,
Uh
toys
huh. Dirty
of the
toys.
sort. Yeah.
It's just-
It's disgusting. I was bad. I was a perv.
is this real?
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't hold it against you.
Yeah. I sniffed my stepsister's clothes. Whatever, dude.
Sniffed
Get
it?
it out. Sniffed it, rubbed it on my face, wore it like a face mask. Yeah, we all did that.
Yeah.
We all did that growing
I'll
up, you know?
I'll edit it out.
Well, I don't really care. Sorry, Dad. Shouldn't be watching my podcast. I warned
Dad.
you.
His dad. Don't
dad.
don't watch this.
His grandma, don't watch this in your Jaguar.
In your
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Break molds.
Break molds. Fill.
Are you going to the punchline tonight? Are they doing that?
Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. I did mics almost every night this week. I'm
Oh,
so
really?
proud of myself. Yeah, I feel like a
What?
real comic.
What mics?
Well, I did McCrackens on Monday, Tin Roof on Tuesday.
How was Tin Roof?
Sucked.
Okay.
It was, I regretted doing that. And then Wednesday, I did Richard Arundale's The Pullman Yards mic. That was cool. I did great there. And then went to Smith's. Smith's is always fun. I always have a good time there.
I meant to go to Pullman. My wife was sick all day though.
Really. It was fun when I first got there. There were barely any people there, and I signed up first so I could just leave. But as I was leaving, there were a ton of people coming in.
Oh,
I think a lot of people went and signed up for the Helium open mic thing, and then after that they came. And then Thursday, I don't remember what's Thursday. I did something. I don't remember. Anyways.
I meant to do the Laughing Skull thing on Thursday.
Oh, I think a lot
you-
of people. No, I didn't do that.
I wanted to.
I went to Jameson Slater's new mic at the place in Sandy Springs.
On
It was really fun.
On Thursday?
I think it's every other Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Pretty dope. Pretty cool spot. Had some new jokes I've been working on.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, we're gonna show some bits. So I've been doing some election material because that's relevant.
God, my specialty.
Yeah, it's fun though. I just love any kind of joke that can kind of toe the line on both sides or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I've got a joke that I've been doing. And I just changed the wording of it. Where I had the joke about my dad. So I said, Donald Trump won the election, and my dad won't stop talking shit about it. And I've added, I go, look, I get it. I'm also a straight white guy. It runs in our family, so I get it. But he's talking too much shit. I'm like, look, Dad, I get it. All right, you got Donald Trump back to the White House. You think you can get my mom to come back to our house? And that gets a good laugh. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing it before the election too. I just had to change the wording of it. But then I did a new one too, where like I said, I'm just worried about what this election means for the lives of a lot of my friends. I have friends that are gay, friends that are trans. I know some women. I changed that part. I used to say I have friends that are gay, friends that are trans, friends that are women. So I changed it to friends that are gay, friends that are trans. I know some women. I go, and I'm worried now that Donald Trump's won. They're never going to be able to shut the fuck up about it. And that's just a fun,
Yeah.
But then I go into, so the newest one is I say that Donald Trump, he's never beat another man in a presidential election. He was 0-1 against men, but he's 2-0 against women. Because those are like home games for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is really good at beating women at home. It's just a fun,
Yeah.
It's just a fun. That always gets a good laugh. But there's a new one that I wanted. I haven't done it yet, and I think it just might be a little bit too rough. Because I've told a couple people, like even like super liberal people, and they were like, "Yeah, that's a little much, man." But I was talking about how like Donald Trump goes to all these like UFC events. He goes to like UFC, like the one dude did the Trump dance for him, and a lot of people don't understand like why Donald Trump would be a UFC fan. But I understand because he seems like he has a really great ground and pound technique. Donald Trump looks like a really good ground and pound. And by ground and pound, I mean he restricts his daughter from going out with her friends, so she stays home and fucks him instead. Ground and pound. It's just a great but I've had people be like, yeah, all right, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
Even the most Donald Trump haters are just like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if I could word it, or like. I think it's such a great play on words.
Play on words with ground and
pound.
That is, that's great.
Yeah.
I honestly,
It's worth
think
trying.
those are all-
I guess,
Huh?
I guess it's worth trying, seeing how it goes.
I think those are all good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I need to write some more jokes in support of him. I guess kind of keep it a little even.
I've been in like a writing rut lately.
Really?
Well, I have like 15 or 20 that are 3 or 4 different 5s that I just am trying to figure out.
What, how to put them together, or
No, just how to make them eat. They're separate things, but trying to figure out how to make them work. But I just don't think they're ready to go to the stage. But I have a joke that I've been doing, and I don't understand why. It was a joke I was throwing away. It was in my discard pile. It was in my graveyard, and for some reason, it's been getting laughs. But it was if I could travel back in time, I would make sure Princess Diana was driving a Subaru.
why?
She would have survived the crash.
Why? Because it's like a lesbian thing. I don't get it.
Because
It's like a Subaru.
huh?
So what? Go ahead.
Because then she would have survived the crash.
Yeah.
That's it.
What? Why? Are Subarus like?
You haven't seen the commercial where it's just a destroyed Subaru, and they're like, the best day of driving a Subaru is when my family walked away from it. And they're like
No.
You haven't seen those commercials?
No. It kind of sounds familiar. I would maybe start the joke with that. But like, you ever seen those Subaru commercials? And be like, but Princess Diana wishes she was driving a Subaru. I don't know. I don't know if those commercials are relevant enough, if people know those enough, or if people care enough about Princess Diana anymore.
That's why I wasn't going to do it, but then
So when you said Subaru, I thought it was going to be like a lesbian joke.
No.
It's like Subarus and like Jeep Wranglers are like for lesbos.
No, it's just it was a stupid thing I wrote down,
Okay.
and someone said it was funny, and then I did it a few times at shows, and it got laughs. So
Okay.
I was like,
I mean, don't take my opinion over people that are actually laughing. If it works, it works. But sometimes I feel like certain jokes you do have to, like, as much as you can, like, give a quick little explanation of like what you're referencing. It just helps everybody kind of be on board.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want everyone on board.
You don't have to. some jokes are fun when like just certain people get it, and the people that get it fucking get it.
Yeah,
I've had
'cause,
jokes like that where it's like I don't need everybody. I don't want everybody to get it, but the ones that do get it, they're gonna fucking love it. Like it's so good. To, like
Well, I also like I'm not like delving into that.
Yeah.
and that's
just a
all,
quick
that's
little-
all I say. It takes 20 seconds, and then you move on. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. It's not offensive, so it doesn't.
yeah.
I thought it. I didn't think it was good, so I didn't. I threw it away.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, it's probably just one of those that like needs some other jokes around it. It can't be like a standalone. If it's part of like a longer bit about certain things.
and what I was gonna try to do was speaking of drinking and driving. After saying that, because I don't think she crashed drinking and driving.
She also wasn't driving.
Yeah, so exactly.
But yeah, it was like a paparazzi thing, wasn't it? Like paparazzi were chasing her in a car or something. And
See, I don't even know. I don't
You
even
should
care.
Probably, look up the story behind it.
No, it's such a.
But I love how my stupid 9/11 joke that I have. I had to literally Google the time between the two planes hitting to make the joke funnier. Like that was so like I'm probably on some list now for Googling that. I literally Googled how many minutes between the planes hitting on 9/11 just to make my joke better.
This might be wrong, but I think it's funnier to try to make a joke about something from a place of like ignorance, not in terms of like in an offensive way, but talking about a topic. I feel like the more accurate and the more you research it, then I'm like, I want my opinion based on the information I know about something right now.
Yeah.
And then writing that joke, because if I
I mean,
know
that makes sense because that's going to be like the standard knowledge that most people are going to have.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to get too in depth, too like,
No.
detail, or people are like, wait, what?
And so I'm like, if I knew enough without looking anything up to say that generally,
Yeah.
but then,
the
but
general
then,
idea of Princess Diana.
but then the way I was going to tie it into like a bigger bit about drinking and driving was by saying, speaking of drinking and driving, because that doesn't make sense for that situation, because she wasn't driving, and that's the point of that.
Okay.
I think saying things that are stupid. I like saying dumb shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like you write smart.
I have a joke about
Yeah.
jerking off with arthritis.
I know that's
because I feel a lot less stiff afterwards. I love that
yeah.
joke. I like that joke because the first part doesn't always get a laugh, or
You
gets a little laugh, but people are like, "Oh, it's a dumb dad joke." But then I'd say like, I like doing that joke because arthritis cream is always topical. Goes on the top of my penis.
Yeah.
Or, it's just a fun.
I feel like the last few times I've heard you do it, you removed the part where you said I ran out of conditioner.
Yeah. Sometimes I include it, sometimes I don't.
I like that part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is.
Or if you made it something even like weird, I ran out of toothpaste or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's that funny
I ran out of-
trope of men jerking off with conditioner.
Yeah, I ran out of mouthwash. So I see. Like I think dumb shit that makes no sense is funny.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's my thing, and that's why I don't do very good sometimes.
You do great. No, but you got to take risks. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people that kind of like Jason Halsey. He's fucking one of the best comedians, but he will certain nights he's just trying stuff that's just like not. It's like he'll say it like it's fuck, dude. I didn't go how I thought it would.
But that's fun though because
it's
when
great.
I have another. I think maybe you'll like this one.
Hopefully this one's better.
All right.
Go ahead.
People like that one.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
They're not. Sorry, not everyone has this alt-right viewpoint like you. No, I don't know. That's where
Edit
we're
that part
heading.
out.
Maybe this will get cut out too. But the joke I've had, and I've done this a few times, and people like it. But I don't know if I want to expound upon it or not.
They just showed Princess Diana on the TV.
Are
That's
you
wild.
fucking serious?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, moved on now. But yeah, they were showing Princess Diana.
That's crazy.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
But it was talk about born in the wrong generation. I think.
I'll give you a K.
Holy shit.
I'll give you a K word pass.
Are you Jewish?
No, dude, anti-Semitism is like cool again.
Oh,
It's
you're
like
right.
cool to hate Jews again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am like half Jewish.
Oh.
Yeah, which is a weird thing to say. My dad's a Jew, so technically I'm not Jewish because my mom's not.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, you have to come from a Jewish pussy.
Oh.
That's what the Bible says.
How's a Jewish penis?
Yeah. No, I have a joke about it. I go, yeah, that's what the Bible says. You have to come from a Jewish pussy. It's true. Like, you have to be birthed from like a kosher or like a Jewish. Like that's. So if your mom's not Jewish, you weren't born from a Jewish
What if your
pussy.
mom is half Jewish?
It would have to be her mom, though.
What if she's a mudblood?
It would have to be her mom.
A Jew blood.
So anyway, the joke is that I'm not technically Jewish because didn't come from a Jewish pussy, but my dad's Jewish and he's a pussy. So which is a fun one. He hates that joke.
Man, I don't.
Dude, how did I fucking hear it the other day? I didn't think I was ever going to hear this joke ever again in my life, and it just blew my mind. A dude went on stage and said that he's a lesbian trapped in a man's body. And I was like, holy shit, that's the hackiest, weirdest, dumbest shit.
I've heard that before somewhere.
Yeah, it's like the hackiest. My dad used to say that. He was a lesbian trapped in a man's body. It's like, what does that even mean?
Is that all they said?
Yeah, and then like eating pussy and stuff or whatever. Yeah, it was just a weird, like, yeah, that was the cringiest. All these new comics just don't know what they're doing.
But me, on the other hand,
Yeah, Perry knows. I'm a black woman.
I know.
Listen to me.
No, I'm not saying
Wearing a hot dog
that was
costume
off
and-
the record. Do you have any more jokes? Can I do one more?
Yeah. Let's get you a good one.
I forgot my fucking. Okay, I have a joke. I've been.
You should get off Wicked.com.
It's still pulled up. I don't know. I think I'm good. My jokes are too long winded. They're all too long winded. Okay. I have a joke about when this pastor, his baby died.
Hilarious.
So funny.
Okay, go ahead.
It's
Not long-winded. That's a pretty short joke.
This pastor, his baby died, and he said he was glad that his baby died because that means that God needed that baby in heaven more than we needed it here on earth.
That's so weird when religious people try to fucking like cope with tragedies like
Yeah,
that.
this is true
It was
too.
God's intention. It's like, I don't know, man.
This was a guy who came to speak at my college.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the lesson was, but the joke was I say that and then I'm like, what do they need that baby for up there? Like, what are they doing with that baby? It's like, oh, there's rats in the HVAC system. They need to send that baby in there with a BB gun to.
That's funny.
And I start trying to.
Yeah,
and then
come up with different things. Yeah.
And then I start talking about how babies used to be in the workforce in the United States.
For real?
Yeah.
Doing
They used to work in like coal mines and textile mills and shit.
So, like the canary in the coal mine, you send a little baby in, and if he doesn't come back, you're like, oh, I guess it's too dangerous.
He sent a baby in the coal mine. No, they would just
That's what they
send
used to do with the canaries, right? They would send a canary in the coal mine.
no,
like,
but
if
they
it
would.
came
The
back.
babies would just go work in there. So then I do like an act out where I like lay out if you were working with a baby at your job.
Yeah.
So
Sucks when your coworker shits his pants.
you know what I'm gonna do on the next episode? I'm not even gonna pretend to laugh at your fucking joke.
I don't laugh at anything.
No. I don't either.
I gave a smile at it.
No,
I thought it was a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know what
what
jokes.
a baby would be used for.
I don't know. I don't know how to tell jokes off stage.
Yeah, it is weird.
Because I work it out so much by myself off stage,
Yeah.
and then by the time I take it to stage, it's like a whole presentation,
Yeah.
and it's like the baby thing is like 3 or 4 minutes on just the baby
Yeah.
thing, but it's more like a presentation with like act outs and all this different stuff. So just being like, yeah, this baby died, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I want to get to. I have multiple different versions of that to make it clean. I don't know how clean talking about babies working in coal mines is, but
I mean, that's. I mean, I like jokes. That's the only time like that I've ever sat down and like I don't do it very often. But like like okay, sit down and write some jokes. That's the only when it's a joke like that where like there's different things you can plug in at the end. So I'm trying to think of different like, and yeah, it's a great idea to have some that are dirty and some that are clean. So it's not kind of depending on the crowd.
I don't cuss, and it's not sexual. My concern is the opening explanation, which is true, which is this pastor talking about his baby died. But I'm not making fun of Christianity necessarily, and I'm not like commenting on anything. I'm just asking a question of what do they need that baby for?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not sexual.
No, yeah, and that's as long as you're not going sexual, because that would be the easiest. Like that's what I thought of immediately.
But-
like, oh, they didn't know that baby up there. You know, like so. Yeah, as long as you don't go sexual, I think that's fair. That'll be like relieving for people. If you start that premise, as long as you don't go sexual, if you're like, oh, okay, all right, as long as he's not going sexual with it, like that's fine. Yeah, like what does a baby do in heaven?
Looking through here, I'm finding some terrible fucking jokes.
Oh yeah, I definitely have some crazy. I would hope nobody ever finds mine.
I had a joke where I was talking about my wife had a pet like praying mantis, and it like died sooner than she thought it would, and she was like crying over it. And I was like, she was crying like a dog had died. And then I was talking about like how big would like if you had a praying mantis the size of a dog. How disgusting.
Scary as shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, you know, imagining it doing things that like a regular dog would do, like I don't know, licking your baby's face, and I don't know. I think it sucks. I think that sucks. I hate it.
I love every joke you start off so excited. Yeah, so let's think about this. It's a cricket, and it fucking sucks, man. Don't even. Who cares, man? You just immediately lose confidence in yourself.
Okay, here we go.
I do want to do a joke about the only people that get misgendered are trans people and kids whose parents won't cut their hair. Like those are the two people.
What was that?
Like the only thing that like trans people and the only people that are getting misgendered. I don't know. I just think it's funny, like when like parents won't cut like their son's hair, like there's a kid, and people always think it's a girl. And you're like, he's a boy. He's I just think it's so funny.
And they're like, oh my god, now I don't want to
misgendered.
fuck it. And
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, I thought it was a hot little girl, but it's just a fucking boy.
It's a boy.
Ew, dude.
Gross.
Cut his hair. Stop being queers. All right. So what's your?
Only way. This is so fucked up. This is crazy.
That is terrible. I used to have a joke. This just reminded me about how like, I don't even remember it. I think it was about like Apple using like child labor or like similar shit. And I just did a dumb joke about like, well, yeah, how's that kid supposed to feed his family? I thought it was funny, just the idea of like a kid, you know. Yeah, I think it was like a joke about like, wow, like I still buy the newest iPhone every year. I was like, well, if I don't, then like these children aren't going to be able to feed their families.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're just so much better at,
No,
everything than me. You're just so
Yeah.
much better.
No, I've been doing this too long. No, you got funny. Some people, yeah, just like
I never think the format of telling jokes like in person,
yeah,
unless it's like a street joke,
yeah,
because it's all about like the presentation and like being on stage and having a big group of people listening to you changes everything, because
Yeah.
then they're like watching a performance thing, an entertainment thing. But when you're just like sitting next to somebody and someone's just like, this baby died and whatever, it's like
writing
what do
bits
you-
on you. It's so fucking weird. I hate when comics do that. But there is different. I always tell people there's different forms of being funny. Like some of the funniest comedians on stage, like you try to talk to them off stage, and it's like talking to a fucking brick wall. Just like, or there's people that are hilarious in conversation and just fucking hilarious, but as soon as they go on stage, they just can't figure it out. It's like some people are internet funny. Like I know some people that like they make the
Yeah.
funniest fucking Facebook statuses and make memes and just are fucking internet hilarious. And just can't transfer it to stage.
Well,
It's just a whole different thing.
it's
I was telling you,
all-
it's just a different.
It's also situational. Like someone who's really funny in conversation with like a group of friends that they know.
Yeah.
If they're with a group of random people, they might not be
Yeah.
super funny. And so like being funny on stage to a group of people that don't know you, have to understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
And
you have to kind of give them a glimpse of whereas your friends know who you are, what your motive is, what your true sense is, and then you're like, that's fucking Perry. Perry's he's an idiot. He says dumb shit. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Whereas on stage, you kind of have to present. You have to let the audience know, like, all right, I'm an idiot. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna talk some shit. Like just by your demeanor, by your delivery and stuff.
yeah.
Like,
Well, it's
let 'em
also
know, like-
it's also funny when people are aware of like the situation and you say something like at that Thanksgiving thing. When I pulled up, they have like a bunch of cows on their property, and everyone was just standing there looking at the cows. And I walked up and I didn't say hi to anybody, whatever. I just did. I'm like, I know these people. I work with them. I've seen them forever. And I was like, what are you guys just standing here inhaling all the cow shit? And like at the moment, it was funny because I had not said anything to them. But
Yeah,
like
and if it was a
that's-
random group of people you came and said that to,
and I
they'd be like,
wasn't
"What the
even.
fuck, dude?"
It was a genuine question, but everyone was laughing at it, and I was like, I was just asking a question. It wasn't even. But that's not a recreatable.
Yeah. You
thing.
can't go on stage and be like, so I was at a cow thing and I said, was it inhaling cow shit? Like,
Yeah, exactly. No one's gonna.
Yeah, so
know
it's
what
funny,
they-
like when something happens in life, something funny, and like, yeah, you get people that know you're a comedian, like, oh, you should use that. You're gonna use this on stage. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way I would. What am I gonna spend 20 minutes
Oh,
describing
yeah.
this situation? Like, I would have to I would have to describe everything leading up to this moment for people to understand why this moment was funny. Like,
Yeah.
just certain
Yeah,
things.
I get a lot of unsolicited advice from
Crazy.
people. There,
You can have that one. I mean,
Yeah.
I fuck with people now. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't.
I
always just tell you like, I don't. That's not funny.
I get a lot of advice from people that and I'm not asking, and I don't want this, and they're like trying to tell me how to like get famous really quickly to start making money, and they're like, that's all you have to do, and I'm like, no,
That's it. Just post
Like-
clips, do some crowd work. I don't know.
No, they're talking about like certain stuff, and I'm like, you don't know what. I don't know. Maybe they'll listen to this and shut the fuck up.
Hell yeah. Probably not. Maybe they're one of our 100 viewers of the video.
People ask me to send it to them, but I work with
Oh,
them,
yeah.
and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I've had a few people asking about it, so we need to
What
Yeah.
is this?
good mythical morning.
Why are they naked?
I don't know. It's Post Malone and I don't know.
Why are they naked
What a
eating,
weird
eating
looking body.
ramen?
Post Malone has all those tattoos and shit. I don't
Sorry,
know.
what
It's
were you
probably
saying?
a gay sex
Did
thing.
they- did
I
they
don't know
listen-
when
did-
Jay Leno's going to come out?
This is right before they beat his ass.
Hell yeah.
What did they watch it or something?
What?
Did they watch that first episode?
Who?
The guys you were talking
Oh
about?
no! I was
Oh.
just saying like how like sometimes you don't think about like that people are gonna be listening and like enjoying, like they were just doing a podcast like we're doing right now, and I used to love like, but it's cool listening to like just people talk shit or whatever.
Yeah.
We
We can talk shit.
talk some shit.
It's maybe not a good habit, but
Fuck it, man.
whatever.
We're gonna say how we feel and we don't even care. Give me some caution tape to put around my mouth because I'm too dangerous. I'm uncancelable.
To a guy like me, Little Caesars
Content warning.
explicit content warning. Your kids
This ain't a woke podcast.
Your kids can't handle listening to stuff like this. It'll rot their brain.
Shouldn't let them. If you walk in and you hear your child listening to the Show Me Your Bits podcast, you need to have a talk with your child. You need to be like, why couldn't you just smoke weed or do crack? No.
Have you seen those like Instagram posts? And it's like a guy in the mirror, and he's like sees a wolf in the mirror, and it's like
me.
the hyper emo like text, but it's like
There's a wolf inside me.
no, it's like to a guy like me, Little Caesars crazy bread is just bread.
That's hilarious.
So
I haven't seen
stupid.
that one.
All right.
Hell yeah. All right. Another episode of the podcast in the books. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, do whatever. Anything to plug?
I think my other podcast might be coming out around
What's the name of
similar
your other
time.
podcast? What are you guys calling that one?
Unofficially, it's called Sweet Boys Cooking.
Hell yeah. I like that.
I don't know if we'll change it or not, but for
like
now
Sweet
it's called
Boys
Sweet
Cooking.
Boys
So-
Cooking.
Look up Sweet Boys Cooking. Look up Perry on the Instagram. Perry Comedy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Matt Tamarino on Instagram. I'm doing the Blue Ridge Comedy Festival.
Oh shit.
December 12th through the 15th. I'm
We're-
in Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours from here. I didn't think anything in Tennessee was 5 hours. It's like right before you get to Virginia. It's like right.
I'm
So when I
not-
first heard it was in Tennessee, I'm like, oh, cool. I'll just drive up there for the night. And like, But
5
no.
hours. God damn.
So I got an Airbnb on a farm with like
Oh,
cows
shit.
and horses and shit. And I'm going to take Izzy. I'm going to take my dog with me.
How many spots are you doing in the festival?
5.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a competition, so possibly more.
Oh.
So it's like a competition, and then but some other shows that I'm doing. But then like if I get past the competition, then I have to do more shows or whatever.
Oh, sweet.
It's a $5,000 grand prize.
Damn.
Yeah. Wellington Juku won last year. Do you know Wellington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm definitely not nearly as good as him, but it'll be fun though. I'm excited.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Well,
All right,
good luck.
Check it out. Thank you guys so much.
Good luck.
Peace.